We all have a past that will in turn shape our future. The question is, will you let your past rob you of your future, or will you accept the past, leave it there, and embrace the opportunities that are destined to come your way? Hi there, former athlete. My name is Suzanna Graczer, and I'm the owner and founder of No Excuse to Change from Within. Thank you so much for wanting to learn more about how I can help you improve your current situation and remove the sadness and uncertainty that you're experiencing right now in your life. This video will firstly help you get to know me and how most likely we can relate to each other's story that has given us the same outcome but experienced it by a different chain of events. I'm a second Dan black belt and a retired elite athlete who competed in sport Taekwondo. In this video, I would like to share with you my story, because without my past, I wouldn't be who I am today, and it's really important to me that you know who I am, because my experience will identify to you that I too have suffered. I also had to learn new skills and reframe my thinking in order to help you. Now, I need to reveal to you something that I had been hiding for over 20 years. It's really important I share this with you, because you need to understand that you're not alone. I know the responsibility and expectations that comes with being an elite athlete. I want to reinforce with you today that it's okay to not be okay, and you don't have to worry about being strong because you're an athlete. This is where I went wrong. I conditioned myself to believe that being an elite athlete meant that there was no time to be weak or show weakness. So please know I understand where you're at right now, and I'm going to help you over the next few days to discover how you can overcome these mental blocks and be truly comfortable to ask for help. For those of you who know my past and my tragedy that happened 23 years ago with the car accident, I would like to share with you today that for me, in the past few years has been a period of peace and abundance. For those who are learning about this for the first time, may it serve you and inspire you. I believe I was ready to put the past behind me and send it to its grave. May it rest in peace and never see daylight again. There are lots of family and friends to thank who have supported and helped me through these years of darkness. Depression has been my best friend for some time now. Instead of fighting it, it was just easier to accept it, ignore the signs of how it robbed my life, and how I conditioned myself to think that this way of living was normal. How wrong was I? You know, it saddens me to know that for 23 years, I have lived with the after effects of a head trauma injury and did nothing about it. When you ask me what my favorite color is or who is my favorite band, I can truly tell you, I don't know. I knew all the basic stuff before the accident. I knew how to laugh with true happiness. Losing that quality about myself killed me to the core. You see, I was very well known for my crazy laugh, and it was so contagious that we all had aching abs afterwards. Not only did I desperately want that back, but so did my family. All these years of living in frustration, of not knowing what I liked or what I'm passionate about, was killing me slowly. But you know what? What really hurt the most out of all of this? I lost my identity, my clarity, my purpose, my confidence, my direction. I was too young to understand what that was, or I didn't know enough about it, or what steps to take to fix it. How do you know when you don't know? It was only up to now, since investing in myself over the years, that I've come to realize that I had lost a part of my memory and what it felt like to live. I found myself only to exist in this life and had forgotten how my black belt instilled all the life skills I needed to survive. I never allowed myself to tap into it. I'd forgotten all that I had learned from the years of disciplined training and let the injury define me. I then talked myself into believing that there is nothing left for me to look forward to anymore. Result? attempted many times to end my life. So sad, isn't it? The only thing I can say I remember is that I got married and had 2 kids. Now, how disappointing is that I say it with no emotion and nothing in between? I lost all sense of self. I mean, come on guys, my husband and my 2 daughters mean the world to me, and I would never rewrite that part of my life ever. However, with all the confusion that surrounded me and the lack of clarity, I'm just so grateful that in those true moments of my life, I knew what I was doing, even though my state of mind was lost somewhere in this lifetime and in this new, strange body of mine. I know I didn't come back as the same person I was, but I'm so proud and so blessed to find true love and to be given the opportunity to become a mother. I'm about to say something to you that I'm confident you will resonate with immediately. For me, a part of me died that day, the day of the accident. This life-altering experience will never leave me. Have you ever catched yourself saying those words out aloud or hearing them in your thoughts? I have been through some hard, trialing times, faced challenges that I never thought I would come out alive, attempted to end it more than once, and prayed to God to please take me because I couldn't bear the pain anymore. I would wish for a semi-trailer to crash into me while I was driving to and from work each day, just so that it would be easier for my parents to understand my death, rather than trying to comprehend as to why I'd want to take my own life. Are you wishing to end your life? Are you wishing it and asking for it more than 5 times a day? Well, that way of thinking stops right now. Sorry, I just get passionate about this because I know damn well how you can overcome this and change things up. You ask why the semi-trailer? It was the driver of the semi-trailer who fell asleep at the wheel and crashed into my car doing over 200 kilometers an hour. I'm lucky to be alive after hemorrhaging in the brain, getting meningitis, and had a fever of 42 degrees. I saw and heard the whole thing from start to finish. The sound that will never leave my ears till the day I die will be the sound of me being a coffee bean in a grinder. It was the driver who did this, so I guess in my mind it was just logical to end it this way. The accident was the last vision I had of the life I knew. But God and the universe did a smart thing, and for this I will be forever grateful. I'd have to say this was extremely hard for me, because you couldn't see my injury. There were no broken bones to heal, or no plaster, no crutches to look at. There was nothing visible to justify the pain and suffering I was enduring. Everyone just kept telling me to get over it, or it's all in your head. You're an athlete, you're tougher than that. Yet I didn't feel the way I looked. These views that surrounded me definitely made me feel scared to ask for help. I was labeled now. I felt like my brain was in a wheelchair. I suppressed every emotion because I'm lucky to be alive. Well, I felt dead, okay? Let me tell you. I just wanted to say that I did take some kind of action. I saw all the doctors, I did all the medical checks, and they found nothing. My dad spent hundreds on counselors, psychologists, psychiatrists, prescribed medication. You name it, I tried it. Everything was just a quick fix, and I basically got sick and tired of turning up to my sessions and walking out with a handful of tissues, eyes filled with tears, and a snotty nose, and no solution to help me get better. I mean, don't get me wrong, these professionals are awesome, but really, did any of them really understand what I went through? Did any of them ever feel like a coffee bean in a grinder and face near death in the way I nearly had? I share this with you today in this video to not make you cry or feel pity or to compare, but I have done this to not only free myself and connect my soul with my body for the first time in 20 years, but to be living proof to you and those who have suffered or experienced a life-altering tragedy that you too can win the battle, that it can be done, and that the dreams you once had before, that turning point in your life, can be reignited again but experienced in a new and greater way. I guess I'm coming out from hiding. I'm ready to tell the world of my pain, my struggle, and now my solution. I'm not scared anymore. I don't care what anyone else thinks of me for putting it out there. Mental health is nothing to be ashamed of, especially if you're a former athlete. Be proud and stand tall. We of all people are conditioned to handle any tough situation. That's why we are elite and compete at the level we did. We are the 1%ers who have what it takes to get to the next level. So why did you and why did I forget this when it mattered the most? Simply because we were too afraid to ask for help and too proud to be judged by others. If you don't get anything out of this, then that's okay. Please feel free to press the stop button and carry on. But if you have chosen to listen, then I want this video to reach out to you and to those who need it and who need to listen to it. Let it serve you and them as it has served me. Now let's get to the real pain. Over the 20 years of living in darkness, I asked myself why. I bet you've asked yourself that question probably more than 100 times? Am I right? Why am I still here? Why do I have to live a life of suffering and show my kids what a failure I am? Why didn't I die that day? Why did you take all the things in my life away from me that truly mattered? Like, why? I mean, I was getting ready for the 2000 Olympics. I was happy. I was having fun. I was passionate about my Taekwondo, and I got my 2nd Dan black belt. I was teaching young women to feel confident and defend themselves. I was working in my father's construction business. I was doing awesome and making a difference. But most importantly, why did you take the one thing that completed me, that gave me confidence, and in my own eyes made me feel important and valued? I was just 19 years old. What did I know about life? Absolutely nothing. But you still went ahead and you took the one thing that mattered, my sport, and the family I created within that sport. Well, the answer is pretty simple. I have a purpose. I'm not just a number in the crowd. I am here to represent life after near death. I have had a gift unbeknown to me from when I was born, and that I'm here to save lives. My purpose is to help you and others find their identity again, to regain their clarity and confidence, and you know what, direction. And most importantly, to inspire and motivate and give hope to you and others in need. I'm here to tell you to start designing your future and not give up. The new version of you is standing right in front of you now. Grab it with both hands. Without knowing, in one of my photo shoots for my branding of one of my businesses, I was wearing the boxing gloves because I was ready to end the battle that I have been fighting in for, the past 20 years. And from that experience, I felt empowered to help those in need and to lead them and give them hope. Look, it sucks that it's taken 20 years, and if that's all that you're focusing on right now, then you've missed the point. Don't ever give up on yourself, no matter how long it takes. I'm so proud of you that you have found yourself now listening to my story and realizing that, hey, you're not alone. There's more of us going through this, and if a minority had the courage to ask for help, then so can you. I only hope that you understand that only you can change the situation you're in. I know it's hard right now to see this, but I hope you will get to know me, trust me, and see that I've already lived through your pain and suffering, and I'm waiting on the other side for you to stand next to me. You too can experience a fulfilling life again and accomplish anything your heart desires. I will truly say this to you today. My car accident wasn't a tragedy at all. It was a blessing. The reason I can say this today in front of you is because I've learned how to reframe my thoughts to benefit a positive outcome. I see this now. In time, you will see this too about you. Your experience happened for a reason and to get you ready for the greatness that is waiting for you. I know you're saying, wow, who is this crazy lady? But you can't see that far ahead just yet because you're still stuck big time. I too was stuck, and after 20 years, never ever in a million years imagined I'd become a speaker, a mentor, a coach, and change the lives of others through my life-altering experience. I'm a disciplined leader and am creating my own empire to leave a legacy for my daughters. And you know what else? I never imagined helping you today by creating videos to reach out and share how one can overcome adversity. I mean, hey, I'm even writing a book about it. I no longer question who I am, what I have achieved, and if I can help you. I'm proud to say I am the expert and I have the gift to empower, inspire, and motivate you to ignite the no excuse attitude that you are so accustomed to allow you to recover. If you or someone you know is going through depression, you need to know and let others know that everything is going to be okay. You don't have to choose a life with suicidal thoughts anymore. You have a black belt within you, but we just need to get on the right path to access it from within. I beat depression. Now, if I can, anybody can. I'm alive, aren't I? I'm recording this video for you. So what does that tell you? I'm a survivor and I can show you how to be one as well. Okay, my life is not what it was, where I was getting ready for the Olympics, but it's now fulfilled in other ways to make a difference in the world. And you know what? Between you and me, I kind of am enjoying this new life. Now imagine if you gave yourself half a chance to work on you. Imagine how amazing your new life would be like. Sure, it looks different to the way I imagine it, but it was time to make memories and create a new adventure to tell my grandkids. The result of my persistence, the result of not giving up, and the result of all the nights in tears and feeling hopeless and worthless is I now have a beautiful life to enjoy. I am totally done with being in the fetal position on a cold, tiled bathroom floor. And I'm a proud mother of two and a happy wife and a successful business owner who wakes up each day doing the thing that makes her happy and is passionate about what she does. Taekwondo instructor again after 20 years, and just a woman who is grateful and proud to have beaten a disease that robs so many lives. These are the results of a survivor and a fighter against all the odds. I'm grateful for each day that I wake up to. I'm thankful to my parents, in-laws, brothers, sisters, family and friends who never gave up on me. But in saying that, I did lose a lot of friends along the way as well. Depression is a very lonely place to live in, but I'm honestly more in awe of my awesome, loving husband and my two beautiful daughters who are the wind beneath my wings. And they carry me through my highs and lows. They are my driving force, and I love them from my inner core. They are my why. If you're ready to share your story, I'm ready to listen and be there for you. If your past is holding you back, it is never too late to take the steps to move forward. Sometimes it just takes that one person to show you the way. I know you're suffering in silence right now. I can see you from where I'm standing. And that when you think of how your injury created this loss and foreign reality, that it makes your eyes fill with tears and fear of the unknown. I know this life is not who you are or what you trained so hard for. I bet you're feeling what a waste. All these years of disciplined training, sacrifices, commitment, just gone in a heartbeat. How unfair is this? I get it. I truly do get it. And we are going to turn this around right now. That's why I've created a 4-day Beyond Trust Bootcamp. It will enable you to find trust again in others, get the help you need, and taking small steps to getting your life back. I will share with you the limiting beliefs that are holding you back and how we're going to destroy them together. I will share with you now what I tell my children. That you can make the impossible possible. Just write that down and repeat it every day to yourself. All I need you to do right now is decide to say yes and understand that your time is now to change the way you're doing things, because what you've been doing up to now is still getting you the same result. This boot camp is completely free and it will become the start of the new you. Let me be straight up with you. Change is scary, hard, and confronting. But to get a different result, you have to get uncomfortable. Now come on, I know you know the drill, okay? You're an elite athlete. You used to eat uncomfortable for breakfast. Nothing has changed, my friend. You're still an athlete, and I want you to know now to decide to dig deep and put those skills to use again. I will not let you use your injury as an excuse to keep you stuck. So I invite you today to join me, but before I go, I will leave you with this, okay? Remember, no matter what challenges you face in life, you never stop being an athlete. The only thing that changes is how you express yourself as an athlete once you transition from competition into the next stage beyond sport. Join me now in my 4-day Beyond Trust Bootcamp. Click the link and I look forward to helping you regain the no excuse attitude that made you a champion for life. I'll see you later.